Hey guys, I'm going to cover the fights for this weekend. We've got 3 to go through, so let's get right into it. So, starting off with Andre Fiallo against Joaquin Buckley. Both guys coming off with 2 losses. Fiallo lost his last 2 fights to Muslim Salikov and Jake Matthews, while Joaquin Buckley has lost his last 2 to Nasruddin Imavov and Chris Curtis. Fiallo's going to be 2 inches taller with a 2-inch reach disadvantage against Joaquin Buckley, but as far as this fight goes, I think both guys are going to stay on the feet mostly. Both guys have a lot of knockout power, and they definitely have great stand-up. And both of these guys so far in the UFC, they only really lose to really top-of-the-line guys. Guys who definitely have the potential and a chance to get into the top 15 rankings. Joaquin Buckley had a breakout year in 2020 with that kick. Both of these guys are really good finishers. Fiallo's got 13 knockouts throughout his career, while Buckley has 11. But Buckley has shown to have a bit more decision experience, and I know he can go the full distance, and so can Fiallo, but I feel that maybe Buckley's going to pull this one out. And I feel like this one's going to be a really exciting fight, but for this one, I'm taking Joaquin Buckley. And now for the co-main event, Edmund Shahbazyan against Anthony Hernandez. Shahbazyan came off of Dana White's Contender Series. He's 5-3 inside of the UFC. He won his last fight in a fight where he really needed to win after taking 3 losses in a row. But throughout his career, he has shown he's a finisher with 10 knockouts, 1 submission, and only 1 decision throughout his whole career. He's going to be 2 inches taller in this fight, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. We have seen Edmund Shahbazyan does tend to struggle a lot against the grapplers, and here he is in another match with a grappler. Anthony Hernandez has 1 knockout, 7 submissions, and 2 decisions in his whole career. He's 4-2 inside of the UFC, but almost every win that he's got has come by way of finish. But some of his notable wins are against Brandon Allen, Jun Young Park, and he even submitted Rodolfo Vieira. And if you watched, I can't remember if it was my last Fight Night video, one of my recent videos I covered Rodolfo Vieira. He's a very, very talented grappler, and really he should have won that fight given just based off of the credentials, but Anthony Hernandez was able to pull off the upset and get a submission over Rodolfo Vieira. Hernandez has won his last 3 fights. He's got some momentum going, and I feel like he's going to keep that momentum going in this one. I think he's going to get a submission. You know, we've seen Shahbazyan struggle against the grapplers, especially against Brunson. Brunson was able to just dominate him and control him, and you know, even whenever Brunson wasn't quite looking for a finish and was just looking to secure control, Edmund was just stuck. He couldn't do anything. And I feel like that's what Anthony Hernandez is going to be able to do in this fight. Of course, unless Edmund is able to get his stand-up going a lot quicker, then he can get taken down. But for this fight, I will be taking Anthony Hernandez. Now for the main event. This fight was supposed to happen on the last Fight Night. Did get canceled and moved to this one though, so we're going to cover it now. We've got Mackenzie Dern against Angela Hill. Dern coming off of a loss on her last fight to Yan Xiaonan, while Hill is coming off of 2 big wins for her. But Angela Hill, it seems like she can never really get the ball rolling. She'll get a win and a loss and a win and a loss, or she'll get 2-3 wins in a row and then she'll take 2 or 3 losses in a row. And it really hurts her momentum every time that it happens. She's coming off of 2 wins. She will have a 1.5-inch reach advantage over Dern. But as far as where the specialties lie, it seems like, you know, Angela Hill's very well-rounded. She's really good at everything, but she's not really great at any specific department. And I think Mackenzie Dern's going to have the ground advantage for sure in this fight. And I would give the stand-up advantage to Angela Hill, but it's still going to be a close one for her. And I think Mackenzie Dern's going to have it, especially considering, you know, we've seen Angela Hill lose to a lot of really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grapplers, and Mackenzie Dern is no exception from that, especially when you take in the fact that Mackenzie Dern is a multiple-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. She's got 3 subs and 4 decisions inside the UFC, but a lot of those decisions come by way of being dominant in the grappling area. And all of Dern's losses so far in her career come to elite-level strikers, you know, like girls like Marina Rodriguez, Amanda Ribas, Yan Xiaonan, and they are truly some of the best strikers that you'll find in that division, but Angela Hill, I don't believe, is among that same level of striking ability. So for this fight, I'm going to be taking Mackenzie Dern. And to recap, I'll be taking Joaquin Buckley, Anthony Hernandez, and Mackenzie Dern. A little bit of a short video today, but anyway, it looks like that's all I got for y'all. Hit like, subscribe, and all that.